Paraket Pashut, Daf Kusamech, sponsored the Refuah Shlema for Daniel Tzvi ben Yocheved. Rav Huna stated that the signatures on a bound document were between its folds. The Gemara discusses potential forgeries. The holder could add a clause after the witness is signed. The Gemara answers the words Shari V'Kayim, firm and established, are written at the end of the text. Number 2, he can insert a second Shari V'Kayim after the additional clause. The Gemara answers it can be inserted only once. Number 3, he can erase the first Shari V'Kayim, continue the text, and after the additional text write Shari V'Kayim. The Gemara answers erasing the amount of space needed where it would have been written raises suspicion. A scribe can add a word he forgot to write between lines and rely on the Shari V'Kayim at the end, but not erase it. Rabbi Yirmiyah bar Abba stated the signatures are on the outside corresponding to the last lines of the text. The Gemara initially assumed that Rabbi Yirmiyah bar Abba held the first of the 3 witnesses signed on the third last line, so that the last witness signed on the outside opposite the last line of the text. The Gemara discusses the potential forgeries. Number 1, the holder can add to the text on the inside and sign more witnesses under the existing witnesses, claiming he added additional witnesses for greater publicity. Rav Chisda answers the witnesses do not sign parallel to the lines of the text, but perpendicular. Therefore, additional witnesses could only be side by side to the other witnesses, not below them. Number 2, perhaps he can cut off the last line of a clause he regrets inserting. One signature was Reuven ben Yaakov Eid, that extended up from the last line. After cutting it off, ben Yaakov Eid remained a legitimate signature. The Gemara answers a legitimate signature includes Reuven ben on the last line. Only Yaakov Eid would remain. Number 3, however, Yaakov Eid is a legitimate signature. The Gemara answers a bound document does not include the word Eid. The word Eid is only required without the father's name. An alternative answer is the word Eid was included even if the witness signed his father's name. However, this case the court knew there was no Yaakov in their locale who signed this way. Number 4, perhaps the witness was Reuven, who honored his father by signing his name. It was not customary to sign that way. Number 5, perhaps his father's name was used as a symbol, as great men use symbols instead of their names. Rav would draw a fish, Rabbi Chanina a palm branch, Rav Hoshaya, Rav Chisda letters of the alphabet, and Rava bar Rav Huna a mast of a ship. However, a court would refuse to consider it an option, being an undignified use of a father's name. Mar Zutra disagrees with Rav Chisda. He holds it is insufficient for only one to sign on the last line. All 3 signatures must begin on the last line. The result would be all 3 first names would be cut off with the bottom line. The court would suspect the holder tampered with the document. It is unlikely all 3 witnesses would leave out their first names. If you're enjoying Daf 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, and become a sponsor. Thank you.